Alyssa, we're here at Asia Open. This is our level 4 on Sunday morning.
Really trying to define when we are leading all the way through the pattern and creating kind of more consistent counter leaders versus when we're opening doors, how we negotiate those spaces, how followers recognize and fill those spaces.
Yeah, followers really paying attention to when is my leader's hand still in motion. They're asking for something very specific from me. When that hand stops being in motion and is more of a stable point, that's something I can then work off of.
We went to the baseline of kind of feeling this pendulum action. So leaders always leading a direction of momentum and then finding counter, leading direction, finding counter, followers maintaining momentum between those points of connection and always filling space. This is when we're leading on the horizontal plane. So when we're moving a hand through space up and down the track, we'll always be finding counter. When we take that hand and we create some kind of release, often by moving up, what we can do is we can create a delay and an open space mid-slot where we can start to play with negotiating and opening up room for the partner to have a little bit more say over what happens next. So we went over a couple different entrances for this. In the cutoff, more direct lead, being going straight from counter away to counter through onto the body. Straight line, we're going to get to those points more quickly. Or if we arc it out, it'll be slower but very consistent, right? So when we want to have slower, more arced connection, we widen things out to fill space.
Scoop through space, more drawing bigger circles.
When we want to have acceleration, we'll fill space with our bodies more directly.
It's a faster pitch change.
Right, and more of a straight line. So we'll show both of those. Fast pitch change, filling space versus more arced, around and around. Both are very direct and full as a lead. I'm not really creating a ton of opportunity for my partner to change what's happening, but in the arced one, there's a little bit more room to add.
And what I would say is even in the more direct linear one followers, I can still color inside of the structure, but I want to make sure I still honor those baseline connection points and the timing that he's asking me to get my body to them.
Then we played with actually intentionally creating a pattern in interrupt leaders to open up space for our follower to have more say over what's going to happen next. So we did that by creating an up pulse, going into that vertical plane.
And stabilizing the hand, so not letting it move from this point.
Right, if my hand's still moving, I'm still talking. So if I pause the hand in space, I've stopped talking, now my partner can talk to me. 1, 2.
Followers, we could add and continue to fill the pathway that he was actually setting up, or we could go in an entirely different direction.
What's important is that you kind of recognize how to fill space followers to create the next connection point and what counts to do what movements on.
Yes, so we went over a drill actually where we had leaders lead a sugar push and pause on count 6. Followers, you kept moving. Now, if you wanted to just fill space like a regular anchor, I would stretch, move away into an upbeat, then my leader's gonna wanna move me. If I wanted to fill space rotationally, if I wanted to rotate to my left, I would need to fill space rotationally through, again, an upbeat, so 2, 4, 6, or 8. That's gonna resolve into some kind of inside turn.
That gives me a connection point to lead. She doesn't then create the lead. She's saying, hey, I'm prepared for this kind of movement, then I take it and I go.
Here's an option. If I wanted to create more of a compression action, that's going to be on a downbeat. So that's going to be on a 3, 1, 3, 5, 7.
So just showing that within the context of this cutoff, I go 1, hey, what's up? 2,
3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8.
She gives me an exit, we're back into it. If she's staying there for a long time and I'm like, oh, I need to resolve this eventually, that's when I move leaders to fill space and then I can lead again. So if we're in this moment where the followers are staying, we're like, I need to start setting up for my phrase change, that's when I'll move around my partner to fill space and get back to being in a position to lead again.
The rule breaker or the tiebreaker is the music, right? So we're usually trying to resolve things to the next 8, so we're ready to move again on the next 1.
And then just the other one that we showed you was a passing tuck. A regular passing tuck leaders, I'm bringing the hand right into compression, pushing around right down.
So it stays in motion, followers. I could dress that up, so if he leads the same thing, I can play with different rhythms and maybe different levels, different angles, but trying to not change the pathway.
Right, shouldn't change the amount of time or where the key connection points are. Versus if I pulse this up, 1, 2, she can go anywhere she wants from there. And we reestablish a familiar moment later on.
Yes.
Awesome work, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.